One in.
Yo, 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 what's up? Why am I talking like this? I don't know.
One
Gangsta house.
Yeah, gangster house. But we got the real gangster over here, Mr. Slim X Nasty.
Oh, take
Nope.
rooftops.
If that's even his real name.
Yeah.
Could be. You gotta earn a name like that.
Well, speaking of, why don't you tell us how you got that name?
Radio.
Jesus Christ.
One church.
You didn't think it was a question.
Church dead.
I just want to say, before the story begins, I did have to sign an NDA, so I cannot disclose any sensitive information about my personal being, where I'm. Stupid things from my childhood. I'm skinny as fuck, little skinny white boy. Eminem's like my idol, so it was always my nickname when I was little.
One you.
Gotcha.
And, I just do things that are nasty, so you put two and two together. I mean, I don't do everything nasty, you know what I'm saying?
No, don't lie. You got some nasty kills on me yesterday.
I was getting fucked up yesterday. I was torching though.
No cap. You had a great night yesterday. No matter the outcome, I loved every second of it, as I'm sure you and your team did as well.
Back alley.
Yeah,
What's the final score?
Game 2 being on Wednesday, it was 3-1. They beat us Castle.
He's down.
But
Alley dead.
man, that freaking rooftop. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
We were all like, he's on the roof, and we're like, how can we get an angle on him on the freaking roof when like the rest of his team is shooting at us and he's waiting for us just pop up.
Yeah, that's a deadly little spot.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised not a lot of people used it, because I used it pretty much since I came in. Because I showed Justin, and he was like, "Yeah, you're usually you can go balcony, but if you want to go up there, go ahead and go up there." And I was like, "Say no more."
Yeah. But I noticed you updated your gamer tag since like a while ago to NF. Slim, what's up with that change? I think I know, but go ahead.
So the NF actually stands for No Fear, which was sort of like my own personal branding deal. I was kind of going for a little bit, just loosely based on some things I made up in boot camp, just a couple sayings and stuff like that.
That's cool. I dig that.
On point. Good kill.
Okay. Do you have a favorite pro team CDL besides Dfuze? If I was asking Justin, he'd be like, Dfuze is my favorite.
Yeah, that's what we got for him.
Dfuze is my favorite. You know.
They really know the MP40, huh?
I guess I'm more of a player guy as opposed to like a full team.
Okay.
One more
Obviously, Scump, he's probably my top individual player.
He's dead.
Got you.
They're both dead.
I like Simp though. Simp's nice. He's starting to grow on me a lot.
One in a respawn, one church.
Would you say you have a player type that you play like?
Top church dead.
Or
GG.
No, I'm not good enough to be any player type like that. I just kind of adapt and do what I can do.
I got
without
you.
screaming too much.
Got you. But hey, you're gonna be up there soon enough. You're gonna get freaking master on this update when it comes out.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Whenever it does come out.
Whatever that comes out.
Nope.
What?
It feels like the nerfs the FST.
So Slim,
Go ahead.
let's take it back to the beginning.
MP40.
Oh god.
It feels different from. Yeah.
How did you find Dfuze?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I was
They
part of
nerfed it between Das House
the
and
gaming
here.
groups, like Call of Duty gaming groups on Facebook. And I came across like one of the
Not
posts.
me. Moving.
And at the time, I was actually playing for
Das House.
a strictly S&D
Some of them.
tourney team called Divide and Conquer, and I was kind of just trying to step away from the immediate competitive level, I guess you could say. And I came across like the recruitment message, and I believe it was Chase or Mr. Mindless who had posted it, and I just commented and was like, "Yo, what's up?
We have not.
I'm Slim," and
We have not ran.
I think it was the same night. I want to say I probably got the message thread in my phone still. But Chase messaged me, asked me if I was interested and all that. And I think I met Justin that night too. And I asked him the age old question. I was like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" And he was like, "All right, man." I was like, "Yo, is that real?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, yeah." I was like, "All right."
You guys run so fast.
Beginning of a budding friendship.
I'm pushing.
Mm-hmm. You do a great impression.
Ooh,
I do have
I
to
guess
say.
I saw a ghost.
Yeah, that's just.
Wouldn't have broke the vape. It'd be tip top. It'd be like 5 stars. But I dropped my vape today at work.
You said tower?
So, little birdie. Holy crap, my country accent is coming out. But a little birdie told me a little thing about the little duo you have. You wanna go further in depth with that?
Oh,
So,
no. With
Justin and myself were
What's
a
up with
fan,
STG?
as we all love and know him as. That was kind of coined, I'd say, probably around the Black D1 days before Black D1 was a trademark of hattery within the clan. I don't know, just every team we played on, me and Justin just really balance each other really well. He's become a lot better as a player, especially since Modern Warfare. So now it's just like hard hitting every game. We just try to cause a lot of damage and piss a lot of people off, and sometimes it works. But that's the guy right there.
No sniper in their spawn.
I picture you guys, just like you said, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. You guys are a duo, the duo. And I don't know if you've heard, but in the CDO of the... Fuck, I'm forgetting what their names are, but the terrible tinies or minis, I'm gonna get so much shit, but I believe it's Abizi and Simp.
Yeah, Simp, yep.
So, like, that's how I picture you guys as basically that.
Yeah, I could see that. Maybe one day.
Absolutely. And, like, when you first joined back, I was so surprised because last I knew, you were a fucking sniper beast, and then in Cold War, you were fucking AR, main, laying them enemies down, and now you're in Vanguard, and you're a freaking SMG.
Yeah, that's actually weird how that happened. Like Modern Warfare, I was pretty much like 85% AX50, just running lobbies with a sniper. Favorite thing to do in Modern Warfare. Because it's so toxic. The toxicity of Modern Warfare is beautiful. It just brings me back to the good old days.
Some people just take priority.
And if CDL lobbies were still being ran, I'd be on that 24/7 still. Cold War came around. I don't know what the hell happened. I like sniping in Cold War, but it just doesn't have that. It don't have that satisfaction that the other ones have. So I kind of laid the sniper down a little bit.
Toxic.
What was it? XM4. I never used it pre-patch, so I was kind of trash with it. I was like, well, the XM4 is supposedly the best AR, so let's give it a shot. And I would get dirty with it every time, so I was like, fuck this, whatever. And then I found the Krig, and I fell in love with the Krig. I ain't put that bitch down probably the whole season.
Yeah.
Very nasty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, them tracers are something else.
And
And then Cold War came around.
This map is just
Vanguard
so
came
giant.
around. Spent a lot of time on pubs, and my most used weapon is the STG with 13,000 kills on it. And that's what I used. That's what I used the most was the STG. And then
he remembers his kills already. He's keeping track. He's like 13,001, 13,002.
shit, I remember dude, in Modern Warfare I had like 11,000. No, not on Modern Warfare. In World War II, I had 11,000 with the Car 98K. That's 11,000 one-shot, one kills with a sniper rifle.
God damn.
Mid, I'm weak.
With that said, what is your favorite sniper in a COD?
Oh God.
Got your guy.
I know a lot of people
Office.
want me to say the intervention, but mind you, great. It's a great sniper. It's kind of a great game. I'm an MW3 fanboy, so mine would probably have to go to the MSR
Ooh.
with the intervention following close, and then probably the M40 for COD 4.
Yeah, I see it.
Well, since we're already headed back to those days, tell us, what was your very first COD, and what was that like?
You went behind the rock.
Oh,
You can catch him top rock. Good.
Single player COD, I believe, was Big Red 1. Well, single player for me because I didn't have internet for the PS2. But Big Red 1, I think, was my first official Call of Duty. And then I want to say whatever one came out first between COD 4 and World at War. It was my very first online experience type COD. And then I've played every single one since then.
Wow. I didn't know you were that far back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Slim's an old guy.
Oh, OG.
Well, don't say that, because don't say that, man, because I actually did the same, except I didn't start playing online since, I mean, until about Black Ops 2 days.
Well, you're pretty old too, so.
Yeah. I guess I am. Slim, you're 24, right?
I'll be 24 in March, yeah. March 20th.
March. Make sure to say happy birthday. I am actually older than Slim. Damn. It shows in game with that reaction time too, cause man,
yeah, really,
it is always fun and a pleasure to go up against you. Every casual night, I'll go down that middle lane knowing Slim's about to pop my head off, but maybe this time I can get a shot and kill him.
Facts. Anytime I play Search against Slim, it's always me and him last two. Every time.
Yeah, last night, on that damn Tuscan game, it was down to a 1v3, almost 1v4 every round, and I was like, shit. I was pretty much sniping the whole game. I kept having to pick up MP40s and shit.
I saw that in the film. I was like, oh no. That's a very tough situation to be in. Like,
yeah.
What's going in your mind in those situations?
A lot of don't let the guys down. You know, you gotta try to keep your cool as best you can. You really don't want to seem nervous, even though you are. But I mean, you play with your head. You know, redo the basics as you move. You know, you're checking your corners, whether or not you're carrying a fucking 8x scope on your weapon or not. You know, check those corners, make sure you don't get popped in the back, and then be lucky enough to find a beautiful MP40 on a course, pick that up, and go to work. That's all you can do. You really can't do much.
Yeah, and you do. I know you said it's tough and you're nervous while doing it, but hey, you do a great job in it, because like every time that I know your final, I'm like, man, like he's gonna pull off some massive random route and come right wait, don't take this out of context.
I'm gonna come behind you and reach right around and just take what I want.
Whoa. But for real, like that round you killed me and Stuck, I was like, nah, for sure, he's going straight to the bomb after killing Stuck. He's not checking this corner. He's going straight for the bomb, and then there you go, just kill my ass.
I had no idea you were there. I was literally just instinctively checking just every corner I could because I knew there was one left, and I was like, Vladdy has consistently fucked me up 3 times in a row, 1v1, so I gotta do something here.
Nothing
Got you.
so far.
I got one in the building next to me.
And man, I just keep thinking about that cross-map nade. I have a feeling you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that was literally the one nade kill I got, I think, on that. And it was completely, it wasn't random, but it's not like, you know, I could perfectly place like this nade where I wanted it. And I aimed at the site and I was like, alright, I'm off spawn, and I just chucked it. And I killed somebody. I was like, I got somebody with a nade. And I don't know what the hell happened after. I was just hyped.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that was great.
Didn't even see him.
I wish I could have went back and watched like the path that the grenade followed somehow.
Twitch, but it ended because
And so we went over
right through the PS5.
CODs. What else?
Yeah, unplugged straight.
Oh, yeah, I want more question about COD. What COD got you into competitive?
MW3.
MW3?
Yep. And then I think probably Infinite Warfare. I was in the comp for a little bit with a team. BO2, BO3. I absolutely hate the. Alright. I shouldn't say that. I don't absolutely hate the like the jumping CODs, but I had a lot of fun with Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, and I just cannot stand BO3. BO4, I didn't like it all either.
I'm there with you with BO4.
I think it would have been a great game if they wouldn't have had the default health of 200. Or 150, whatever it was with the stems.
Yeah, I excuse me. I didn't like a bunch of things. Like, my perfect COD is basically a modern warfare type. Like, I don't like the everything's so colorful and like doesn't feel realistic. I feel like it's especially gets closer to like they add fucking clowns into the game and all that. I want a fucking modern time shooter. Like, we're in camo, we're trying to fucking not be seen. No one's in fucking war wearing a fucking clown outfit, just running at you with a knife.
You're clear. Literally just leave. Just leave at that point. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like, you guys got this.
Oh, okay.
We got this dude dressed up as the clown, chasing people with a katana. We're good. Clear out.
You can see pushing.
I agree. The Modern Warfare series. I mean, aside from zombies, I think, obviously, because zombies is like a pivotal part of every OG's growing up, just playing zombies with the boys until 4 a.m. But I think the Modern Warfare series is probably my favorite. Like, BO1 was okay. CO2 was pretty good. But nothing beats COD 4, MW2, and MW3. And even the Modern Warfare, 2019 reboot. I like that one a lot, too.
Yeah, the movement was slow.
It was slow.
Then Cold War was a little bit faster. The fucking Vanguard shit's fast.
Yeah, Vanguard almost perfected it, I think. The movement in this game is a very good mix between like a Modern Warfare and a Cold War type movement. And I really enjoy it.
I actually really enjoyed the game too. I honestly thought like before it came out it was gonna be shit. Cause like my least favorite, my most hated Call of Duty, I would say, might just be World War II. That one was just, I like the modern time shooters. I hate the old time one. and I thought it was gonna be like that, and just dull colors. I mean, yes, I did just say like I want modern camouflage type deal, but like that game just felt like brown.
I have a
Gray.
mini Verge.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it was not a fun year for comp either.
Mhm.
I will say World War II had probably one of the best ranked play systems, aside from BO4, as shitty as BO4 was. But those two games had some of the better ranked play experiences
Yeah, you remember
until
that.
somebody started using a bar, and then that's when it got weird.
It's real. What's your thoughts on a summer league DGL?
Oh, I'm about it. I'll play every game in a swimsuit and sunscreen in my nose if we do it, and I'll stream it every time.
You would do this.
Sunscreen on your nose,
Oh yeah,
looking like Larry the Lobster over here.
literally.
They have
Larry.
sunglasses on, a floppy hat.
I will change my name to Slim Larry if we do a summer DGL.
Slim Larry. You heard it here first.
I'm going A. See what
I know you drank some G Fuel, our competitors. I don't know if I'm not even allowed to say their name with their sponsor. But have you tried Rogue Energy?
I have. I tried the sample pack when we actually first became affiliated with them. I believe it was there was a sour watermelon. I believe. I think it was.
Okay.
Or there was definitely a sour flavor. It was either watermelon or blue raspberry. But it was pretty good. And I think most of them were no sugar, which is like a plus.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the one that hasn't tried Rogue Energy yet?
Who's left?
Why
You
have
should
you
probably
not?
get to
Faker.
You can get your order for 10% off using code Dfuze at rogueenergy.com.
True.
This
Awesome.
message was brought to you by Dfuze Gaming.
I rated fire.
What's some sponsorships that you guys are thinking of? Like, it might just be a weird question. I just think of these things in my spare time, just like, and it'd be so cool to get fucking Control Freaks or stuff. Is there any?
There's I forgot what the website is, but they do like controller grips sponsorships.
One inside B.
Okay.
I need to search up. I when I was like by myself, I have sponsorship with them.
I know it's kind of far fetched right now until we
Male.
hit our pinnacle of success, but like Secret Labs, like the chair company.
Yeah.
So just like a all black like Secret Labs collaboration with like the red and black and white Dfuze logo in the middle of it, like the red armrest, like that shit would be insane.
That'd be fire.
Agreed.
2 in B, 1 in male, 1.
Me is sponsored by Mountain Dew. I drink too much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, same. That would be lit, but I don't know if we could with just
16-pack. Oh fuck,
You
Mountain
can
Dew.
have
That should be gone in a day.
Even hear him.
Linberry.
I just turned around and then bam.
Winberry. What?
I said Slim Berry.
Oh. I swear, my ears don't work. They are
Her
gigantic.
Winberry too.
Oh,
Confess.
well, thank you. I'm glad you heard what I heard.
There he is.
So,
You couldn't really take a shake.
well, thank you for doing that with me.
Oh yeah. Easy money.
Do you have another question that you can think of
Mupan's
here?
voice. Anyone else or just me?
No.
What is your favorite meal? Like,
Well, probably steak. Steak's like up there. If I could eat steak every day, I probably would.
What kind of steak?
damn right.
I like a good sirloin or ribeye.
Okay.
How you like cooked? That's the real question.
Medium, and if you say anything more than that, you go to hell. Medium is just fine.
Okay. Yeah, I like mine medium rare.
What sides though? It's like mashed potatoes.
I would have laughed so hard.
Can't
If
go
I'm at
wrong
like
with-
good old Texas Roadhouse, I'd be getting the steak and the corn. I mean,
Yes.
not the steak, but the rice and the corn.
Ooh, rice with corn?
Yeah, they got it's like a Texas style rice. That shit's good. It's like a seasoned rice. It's good as fuck.
Nice.
I haven't tried that. I've
Oh, it's
my
so good.
go-to is typical sirloin, maybe a T-bone if I'm feeling fancy. And I go with the mashed potatoes and I believe broccoli. Did I forget? But yeah, I think it's that. It was pretty good too. But
You can't go wrong with steak ever.
Pax, thank you. Do you have a favorite drink?
Gosh.
Chocolate
I'm not
milk.
talking about.
Thank you.
Chocolate milk facts. Nothing good from chocolate milk.
What's your favorite alcoholic drink if you have one?
Twisted teas.
Beer, I'd probably go Corona. Corona Extra. Not
Corona.
Not
Twisted.
Nail hard.
The reason why that's funny is because we were just talking about the meme where the dude just got slapped the fuck up and got brought to the future.
Oh, I merely got waxed that shit.
You should have played the clip.
I'll have it playing.
You had it.
What is bomb?
I'll add it for sure.
Oh, shit.
This is Justin's body, by the way.
Liquor, I'd probably go like Crown Apple. But I mix it with like lemonade or Coke.
What's up?
Facts.
That guy's sneaky. Watch the bomb.
Huh?
He's gonna
All right.
I got one more question.
Go
Gotta
ahead.
take it to his idol. What's your favorite Eminem song?
You can't ask that. That's an
Alright, fine.
impossible question.
Top three. Top three.
Top 3. Well, obviously, Lose Yourself is in there. That's the one I learned the earliest when I was just a young seedling.
What position you put it as? Put it at?
Thank you. Yeah. High five. Good job. High five.
Probably 1. I'll keep it at 1. There's just so many. I can't even answer it. I'll put Beautiful at number 2.
Oh, unlucky Darwin.
Beautiful.
Oh, you got me that.
Yeah, off his Relapse album.
Confess, top mailroom.
And then probably Till I Collapse. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
I agree.
Still not a fair question. I'd give you like a top 20. I can't
Top
give you a
20.
3.
So, what do you think of the halftime show?
Oh, it was incredible. That's literally the main reason I went out was to watch that. And it was just funny because the bar I was at, it was like an older head bar. It wasn't like anybody our age. But
He's still up there. He just fell down.
it started and I was like, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? Like that's Dre. Like look at Dre up there being all Dr. Dre. And then Snoop came up and I was like, yes, sir, Snoop. We knew Snoop was gonna do his thing. And then they pointed down and I saw my boy 50 and I was like, yeah, this is crazy. And then by the time M rolled around, I was like standing up in the bar, like I had my hood up. It was ridiculous. All the poor old people were probably scared, probably thought I had a weapon.
Over in Baltimore, you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know. So they were probably freaking out, but I was just.
Don't tell me you were the only one, like, going at it.
Oh, there were some people, bobbing their head, like, yeah, Lou. I should have had a mic and like a stand and like some Air Maxes on because I was there. I was really getting it.
Now, you are from Baltimore. Obviously, the Bengals. Sorry, I never, ever like.
That sounds so weird.
I never went to Baltimore, and like, no one. No offense, but no one ever talks about Baltimore. At least in my life.
Alright, we're gonna teach you how to say it. Okay, you ready?
All right.
It's spelled with a T, but it's
Yeah,
pronounced with a
T.
D.
Baltimore.
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 Baltimore. Continue your question.
We're just gonna change the name of this title to like Huff learns how to say Baltimore. Baltimore.
Huff learned Baltimore slang.
Sounds like Voldemort.
So how long have you been living in Baltimore? But are you guys like, were you guys against the Bengals winning or for? Obviously, there's a little bit of a rival, but with the Super Bowl one.
At least people that I, like all my friends, like a lot of them are going for the Bengals. Actually, they were like, young Joe Shiesty in there. Like, let's see him get this chip.
Hey.
Me being the realist and profound Baltimore fan I am, was like, AFC rival? What? Absolutely not. So I had to go with the Rams.
I
don't.
went with the Bengals just because the Simpsons predicted the Bengals will win. That's one reason I went.
I do like Joe, though. He's solid. He's gonna be a threat in this league for a while.
Yeah. I am obviously a Bengals fan. No one knew. I've said it multiple times. We finally make it to the Super Bowl, and then my unit, they decide, you know what? That'd be a great weekend to have a drill.
Oh man.
Yeah. Thankfully, we did everything in our power to make sure everything was done, so we could come back in time.
That's why they did it. They were like, yeah, let's give them some extra motivation today. We're gonna get everything done, swept, mopped, and spit it on.
But speaking of military, I mean, I already know, but Lil Birdie told me that you were once in. Do you care to share that experience, or would you like to get that?
No, yeah, I enlisted in the Navy right out of high school. Well, actually before high school. I enlisted at 17, and I was like an emancipated minor type deal because of like some family shit. So I was actually able to make that decision a little early. So I enlisted at 17, and then 3 weeks after high school graduation, they shipped me on out. I began my career in the old Big Blue Sea. A lot of funny stories about like my naval career. There's just like a lot of weird things that happened. Like, I was enlisted. Like once I enlisted and I got shipped off, my first night in Great Lakes, which is where naval boot camp is. We got off the bus and like walking down like the yellow line. We get inside the building. We're all lined up. They just start getting in our ass. Like, we was there for 5 seconds. We went from civilian to bald-headed, red-headed step-kid to all of these RDCs, and they were just chewing our ass. We had somebody piss themselves the first night.
Oh,
it was a female. It was horrible because I was trying not to laugh, and I know if I'd have laughed, they'd have fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just tried so hard to not laugh, and it was fucked up because I'm sure that was a traumatizing experience for that person.
Yeah, they may have got traumatized, but it was funny.
Yeah. But before I shipped out, obviously I went to MEPS one more time, spoke with the classifier, and they were like, "Oh, you're a corpsman." I was like, "I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea." They said I scored good on the ASVAB, and they were like, "Well, you're gonna be a corpsman." I was like, "Cool." Didn't find out what a corpsman was until about halfway through boot camp, honestly.
What is a corpsman?
So a corpsman is a naval doctor, I guess you could say.
Gotcha.
There's many different. I guess you could. Our jobs are called rates, so I guess there's a lot of sub rates of the corpsman rate. There's like dental techs, combat medical, which was what I was, which I'll get to that in a second. Didn't know I was going to be that either.
I'm on the ground.
Then there's a quad zero rate, which is like you're basically just like a freelance corpsman. They just send you wherever. But I got through boot camp,
Anything to place
and
either on.
at the end of naval boot camp, you go to your classifier one more time, which is the one in Great Lakes, and they hand you your red folder, your orders. And he was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, so you're going with the Marines?" I was like, "What?" And mind you, I knew my ship home date, or at least my A school date, and that's what I was going off of. That's what I wrote all my family and my girlfriend at the time. Like I told them all those dates. Like, this is when I'll be done A school, so I'll be back around this time. Well, I get the classifier. And he's like, you're going with the Marines. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you're a Greenside Corpsman. 8404 is your rate. I was like, what does that mean? He said, well, you're going to go to San Antonio. You'll do your 8 weeks at Corps School, learning what a corpsman is and how to be, not a piece of shit. And then you're going to go to San Diego, California at Camp Pendleton, and you're going to spend 13 weeks with the Marines and learn how to be a Marine and learn how to not be a piece of shit Marine. So that was another 12, 13-week trial. And yeah, that's where all the fun started. Like, A school was cool. It was kind of like college almost. It was like how I looked at it. Like, we were taking tests, and then when we weren't taking tests, we were just out, like rough base, just drinking, all that fun shit. And then Camp Pendleton came along, and it was kind of like boot camp all over again, at least the first couple weeks. They were like, look at these fucking lowly-ass corpsmen, these fucking naval guys, you all fucking stink, get out of here. Took us like 2-3 weeks to really warm up to us, and things started getting fun. Live action drills, room clearing, breaching, how to pack a wound, sutures, pretty much anything emergency trauma you could think of is what we were kind of taught and trained.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got done there, came back home, finished out my contract at Fort Detrick, which is in Frederick, Maryland, with the Marines.
Wait a minute.
And that was that. I decided to become a Call of Duty aficionado again.
An absolute killer.
Is it true that someone robbed your car and took all your shit?
Yeah, so when I was actually living in an area called Perry Hall in Baltimore, one day it was like 3 a.m. Like, it wasn't late, but it wasn't early. It was like literally like at that point, fucking. I'm up in my room. I'm pretty sure I was playing COD, and I heard like something shatter. I was like, oh, like that sounded way too close to my window for it to be anybody else's fucking car. So I looked out, and my trunk was popped, and my driver's side window was completely smashed, and I saw a car like falling down the street. I was like, fuck. So I went out there. They stole. They didn't steal any money. I had like $30 sitting in my console. Didn't steal any money. Didn't steal like the iPhone charger or anything I had sitting there. No, these retards stole my fucking floor mats that I got from Walmart. They were like a metallic red. They were floor mats. Like, they figured out how to pop my trunk. They got in my trunk. I had about 10 pairs of shoes in there, ranging from like $280 to about $350, like a pair. They got me for all my shoes.
I was about to say, like, they skip the fucking $30 and they just go for some floor mats from Walmart.
Yeah, it was so weird because they took the floor mats, they took the shoes, but they didn't take the money or like the brand new head unit I had installed. It was a touchscreen head unit. Like, they didn't take that. Like, it was just a very odd fucking event. But the cops wound up coming. And they did like a little fucking investigation, which didn't do shit as expected. They dusted it for prints, didn't find shit, which is, I don't know, I think it's horse shit. Basically said, if you see anything, give me a call. Here's my card, all that fun shit. Well, my dumbass decided I was gonna be like fucking Batman in this bitch, world's greatest detective. Fucking, I'm gonna find who did it. I'm gonna get him back. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. So I spent the next day, like, searching the woods surrounding my house. I walked down the street, and actually, the red pair of Vans that I have sitting in my room right now, literally behind me, was among the shoes that was in that little stash I had in my trunk. They were taken. And I walk down to the end of the street, and they're placed perfectly at the end of the street against this fence. Not like strewn about like they were thrown out of the car because they didn't want them, but they were placed like against this fence. And I was like,
Bro,
what
that's
the
sketchy
fuck?
as fuck.
Dude, you're like, I'm like, there's no way. Like, what the fuck is going on? So when I saw that, I was like, is somebody like fucking with me? Like, is this somebody I know? Like, that you don't just do that. Like, if you're gonna steal some shit, you're gonna take it and go. And just why would you, you know?
I am at 27.
But I found them. You know, I walked back to my house. I put them in my room. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. So I followed like the little breadcrumb trail. I was like, bet. Just found my vans at the end of the fucking street. Let's bang a right real quick and see if we can't find some shit. Wound up going down the street. Didn't find anything else. I was in the woods under like the bridge where this tunnel was. I thought I was gonna do some. I thought I was gonna do some fucking crazy shit and find some shit and really investigate this. Like I knew what I was doing. Didn't come up with shit. Besides those red vans.
You're about to find the fucking monster from It.
Yeah, literally, I was about to get 8, but it was worth it for my J's and my phone posits back. Unfortunately, I never saw again.
Damn.
When I'm holding the point, right? Yeah.
They said fuck the vans.
Yeah, they was like, fucking. They were pretty new too. They weren't bad.
Yeah.
With the vans.
So, with your experience with being a combat medic, and obviously military,
They're coming,
of course,
bridge.
we've been asking everyone on the podcast a similar question, and they always pick you, and I think that, I don't know if they knew, but like, you're definitely a solid pick, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut my mouth after I ask this question. You're on a stranded island, and you can only pick 3 people from Dfuze
3 mid.
to help you survive. Who do you pick?
Oh God. I'd probably take you, being a fellow military.
Bombo.
Oh, one guy.
I'd probably take Fear just because I know him in real life. It'd be like a fun thing, I guess, to be on an island with somebody you know.
Alright, get out of here.
3 bridge.
I'd probably just bring Justin along just to put him through some shit. Like, hey, we're stuck on this island, bro. Like, here's what we're gonna do.
On top boat.
So I'd pick him.
Got you. Great picks there. I'm not saying that because I'm one of them, but I'm joking.
Did it?
Go ahead.
What was Fire's picks?
Fire picked Justin, Slim, and
I haven't.
I think me, right?
yeah, you, because you had weed.
Oh yeah.
I got that guy too.
Solid pickup for sure.
Definitely.
You tell me you're sharing an island not smoke?
I don't know. I'm being too focused on other shit, like how to stab a crab with a fucking stick.
I did
Dropping all
vote.
kind of
I
shit.
did vote for Vladdy.
Eating eels,
Not go to the board.
Next one.
sand crabs, all kind of fun shit.
Try to go fucking fight a whale.
we're gonna kill a whale, drag it to shore.
I mean,
Skin it. Cook
you
it up.
you were in the Navy. You guys, I'm sure you guys did that all the time.
Oh yeah, whales were a delicacy in the Navy.
Did you guys actually get to see like fish and other wildlife, or?
So while in California, being at Camp Pendleton, we had to do like I guess it's like I don't know how to explain it, but basically, if you've ever seen videos of like SEAL training and they're all like linked up on the beach and they're just letting the waves like fuck them up, yeah. So we had to do that, and one morning, I think it was like 5:30, probably 6 in the morning. We were all fucking running the beach in our little thigh-high green shorts and tight-ass shirts, little camelbacks, and we knew it was coming. We've done it probably, I think, only twice prior to that day, but we get out there, they start us off with like fucking bear crawls and burpees and shit on the fucking beach, and it fucked us up. And then we all got in position. We're all laying down at the wave break on the shore. The first one came in, fucking sucked because the morning tide was coming in, so it just gets higher and higher and just fucks you up even more. But the second one came in, and like a horseshoe crab or something was in the wave, and it like landed on somebody. And dude, he broke formation, fucking stood up and started tweaking, and like one of the staff sergeants came over and like picked the fucking horseshoe crab up by its tail, just fucking yoinked that bitch back into the ocean. He was like, if you're gonna be a fucking pussy, you might as well just go back to the fucking barracks because I'm not dealing with your shit today. I was like, yo, like, if the horseshoe crab would have landed on me, I don't care what training I was in, I probably would have tweaked it. Yeah, that was our only pretty much indirect contact. With fucking
Can you imagine going all that way and fucking tweaking over a horseshoe crab?
Oh, like and prior to that point, like we did so many more fucked up things than that. Like we had to do this simulated like explosion, I guess, type drill you could say, but we ran around the barracks. We did like probably 45 laps around the barracks, and then eventually they'll stop you in the front and they start, hosing you. Like they'll hit you with a hose while you do push-ups and shit. So like they're just hosing you in the face while you do push-ups.
Damn.
And then you're doing sit-ups and they're hosing you in the face, and then they're like, all right, make your way up the steps. Well, you make your way up these steps, it leads up to like a big room. It's supposed to simulate like an X on a battlefield, like a IED went off or something. Like it's a big like area to cover. Well, you get up there and there's strobe lights. There's red and white strobe lights going off, and they're playing Avenged Sevenfold as loud as it can go. And there's like life size and lifelike in terms of bone, flesh, and blood mannequins on the ground. There's water on the ground, and there's blood, like fake blood, obviously mixed with it. And your whole job is, once you enter that room, is to be able to find a victim, assess their wounds using an assessment called March.
Yep.
So basically, you go through all those steps. You have to apply the proper tourniquet procedure within like a minute, and it's pitch black when the timer starts, and that's when everything starts going to shit. Like they simulate like an explosion, and then the strobe lights start going. The music is cranked up. Fucking, you can't hear shit. You find your mannequin, and as you're assessing them and asking them like blah blah blah, you're trying to get like their basic vitals. There's an instructor just shoveling this bloody water in your fucking face while you're trying to do this shit. You got to get the tourniquet on, and you got to actually remove the mannequin from the X within a minute.
It's me, Vladdy.
And I did it. I was able to do it. I did it 48 seconds. I got the fucking mannequin out of the room. There's a lot of people that failed, but like doing like stuff like that, you'd think it would kind of like
You bitch.
ball you up a little bit, or if a horseshoe crab landed on you, you'd be prepared for it. But obviously not. Obviously not.
Really not.
Just a lot of fun times, crazy shit like that.
Yeah, to me that honestly sounds
guess
like a
some
good
things
time.
never
I mean,
think- no, it was.
I'm very sure in the moment it sucked, and
Mhm.
that's how all military shit is. But you always look back at it and like just laugh at the.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would have done that portion all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. We need all 5.
Well,
we
I think
got.
that's gonna do it
verified.
for us today.
Verified.
I think this
Alright.
went well. Do you have
Bro,
any questions? Oh, go ahead.
I learned more about you than actually fucking talking to you in real life.
Maybe it's because you never sit me down and talk to me.
Bro, every time I see you, we're either
Like-
partying or fucking... Yeah.
Yeah, why are you not talking to Slim, bro?
I don't
What the
condone
fuck's
underage
going on?
drinking.
Turns out
Mhm.
you like.
Bullshit.
He doesn't call out to say his voice.
That's cat.
Turns on his mic.
Well,
Legally, he doesn't.
yeah, legally I have to say that. So
Oh yeah, true. I'm a child of God.
I'm gonna be in jail tomorrow because of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yes, I just
You get one call
We
Justin.
got him.
I'm in jail. What happened?
Yeah.
Here.
You're gonna be in
Here.
jail, and you're gonna make your one call, and it's not gonna be towards Justin, and he's gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro? You should have warned me that you weren't gonna be available for practice."
We have a requested days off for a reason, Slim, and you didn't use it. Suspended.
Bro,
2 weeks, no pay. No pay.
You could have easily made your one phone call towards me
Yes, you
and told me
can.
you couldn't make it towards practice.
Facts. I'd have to bite the bullet on that
You
one.
have 4 spots on the enemy team.
The man Justin gonna fuck us up now when he hears this.
Oh yeah, you're all fucked.
That's a joke, Justin. Don't take it too far. We're joking.
Now I don't get to be a starter anymore. Jesus Christ, this is a horrible
Be on the
idea.
enemy team and let me
Shouldn't
get
have went on this damn podcast.
He's rooftop, by the way.
This is definitely awesome though. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course.
Keep it up.
We need you this
I think
game.
it's great content. Kind of open everybody up to what we are, what we're about. Shine some light.
Got one more question before we end
You
it.
got a kill.
What's up?
Is there anybody else in Dfuze you would like to do us do episode with?
Ouch.
I was gonna ask the same damn question.
I mean, it's only fair and obvious that we gotta get the
I
leader
just
on
need
here.
like
So
one bullet and
Mhm.
you
Well,
get-
we filmed the whole like a
Where are
2
you?
hour and a half episode, but it fucking never picked up his voice. That was a good episode.
that's right.
Yeah.
He did tell me that. He did tell me
Yeah.
that. That's right.
That's why it took so long to get this actually produced, because we had Fire's episode before the playoffs even started. And we
Yeah, that
did
was-
Justin's later that week, I think.
Yeah.
Found that out, and then we were like, damn. Tried
Yeah.
rescheduling, and you know how busy that man is.
hmm
Yeah, Justin was gonna be episode 1, Fire, then
I gotta
you.
quit.
Gotcha. I mean, besides Justin, I mean, get his redo done or whatever. I know Ice Cube in the Discord expressed some interest in it. But another like notable, I guess, person you could say is definitely Vladdy. Vladdy has a very interesting outside of clan life.
Alright.
He'd probably be a good one.
Well, Blatty, if you're listening to this, me or House Ray message you.
Absolutely.
Tell me.
Hopefully him or Ice Cube or anyone else wanting to listen to this podcast, you don't even fully have to be in Dfuze. We might just take some random person on the street, kidnap them, and be like, "What's your thoughts on Dfuze?
Not enough cover.
Heard of Dfuze Gaming? No? Would you like to? Good.
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior?"
We've been trying to contact you regarding your odd lead extended warranty.
But that's gonna do it for us tonight. Do we have an outro yet? Do you want to make one up?
Let's make one. Slim, got any ideas?
None that I'd like to share publicly.
Alright, we'll get back with that unless you.
If you need.
If I
No.
come up with anything, I'll shoot you guys a text.
Definitely need to think of one.
This has been Dfuze After Hours.
I just shy am too.